Hello, my name is Thesaurus, and we are one of the partners of Thesaurus. We are from Turkey, and I'm the coordinator of the Kastamonu Provincial National Education Directorate. And I will try to explain the concept of adult education. I try to combine our experiences with the experiences of Thesaurus. Now I am starting. Concept of adult education. Education is not only for the school years in today's world. For adults, and they can join the education opportunities in their whole life. Although adult education has started as a need to particular demands of individuals at first, social, technological, and cultural changes have been forcing them to learn new things and improving themselves. Nowadays, adult education plays a vital role in improving the societies. Adult education has different types due to the type of institutions, program areas, and organizations. These types can be seen among the learners of adult education. Paying attention to the characteristics of adult learners is very important for the adult trainers for setting the adult education programs. The best way of avoiding the barriers in adult education is setting the program in a proper way. The following learner barriers are the common facts in adult education as the negative perception about learning disabilities of adults. The first one is shame. Adults often feel a sense of shame by their learning process, but for some, it is a great relief to learn new things. The feeling of shame often causes the individuals to hide their capabilities. While most of the adults deny their learning ability of new things, such as technology and foreign language as a defense mechanism, others prefer to learn willingly. The second one is fear. Another emotional difficulty for adults in learning is fear. This feeling is often masked by anxiety. Tapping into the fear behind the anxiety response is often the key for adults to cope with the emotional learning disabilities. Feelings of fear may be related to one or more of the following issues: fear of failure, fear of judgment or criticism, fear of rejection. Many adults living with fears develop coping strategies to hide their fears. Unfortunately, some adults develop negative strategies. For example, an adult who can hardly read in a foreign language might pretend to read a text. Low literacy skills and academic difficulties are some of the learning disabilities of adults, which they try to hide. For most people, anxiety about failing is what motivates them to succeed, but the anxiety can be paralyzing for the others. Fear of failure may prevent adults from taking on new learning opportunities, participating in social activities, taking on a new job opportunity, or enrolling in an adult education course. The positive characteristic that often helps adults overcome their fear of failure is their ability to come up with innovative strategies to learn and solve problems. These strategies are often attributed to the learned creativity that many adults with fears develop in order to cope with the vocational, social, and educational demands in their everyday lives. Fear of ridicule. Adults frequently fear the ridicule of others. Sadly, these fears often develop after the individual has been routinely ridiculed by teachers, classmates, or even family members. These kind of criticisms may affect their emotional well-being into their adult years. Fear of rejection. If the adults are not seen to be as capable as others, it may cause the fear of rejection. The experiences of rejections which they had in their past will likely increase this sense of fear. And the third one, environmental and emotional sensitivity. Environmental sensitivities. Adults are often overwhelmed by too much environmental factors they cannot tolerate. Emotional sensitivity. some of the adults see themselves as more emotionally sensitive than other people. The positive features of this feeling helps to build meaningful relationships with others. Emotional regulation. Difficulties with regulating emotions are common for highly sensitive adults because these kind of adults in a training activity may easily shift from one emotion to the next. Fortunately, most adults have learned to handle their emotional sensitivity to avoid becoming overwhelmed or engaging the negative social interactions. And the fifth one, difficulty adjusting to change. Changing is scary for everyone, but for the adults, changing may be particularly difficult. For example, some adults have trouble moving from one work task to another without completely finishing the first task before moving on to the next one. Adults can be described as inflexible when it comes to considering another person's view, point, or different way of doing something. Now, I will show you some photos from our courses. As you know, we have different types of courses due to the Thesaurus project. One of them is embroidery. The old lady is trying to create a new design, and beside it, she is learning new English words. A group work from the patchwork course. Again, a photo of patchwork course. They are trying to create new materials, and they are trying to learn the English words deal with these concepts. And the lady is trying to learn English. It is an English course. Another picture from the class. And they are doing exercises on the board. Thanks for your patience.